Hey traders, welcome back to FX Action Trader YouTube channel. So in this video, I'm going to share with you my analysis and my trading watch list for the coming week. Alright, so let us begin with the first pair of the video, Euro Dollar. So on last week, we can see that there is a massive drop for all the dollars pairs because of the FOMC meeting press conference, and we have a clearer direction after the press conference. So on euro dollar, on H4 chart, we can clearly see that the pairs are trading down and the market is keep on creating low and also a lower high. So in other words, we are in a very clear downtrend for euro dollar. So the next thing we have to identify is that we need to find out the key level for us to look for our trade. So on euro dollar, based on the H4 chart, we can see that the market might pull back to this nearest lower high area or this nearest swing point area and continue to drop. So on this week, we are going to wait for a pullback and retest to enter for a short trade for euro dollar, because on H4 chart and on daily chart, market is still in a very strong bearish condition, and based on the daily chart, there is a very high chance that market could retest previous low at 1.76. right? So this might be the next take profit area for this downwards momentum. So let us jump into the pound dollar. So on pound dollar, the same thing on daily chart. We can see that the selling momentum is very strong. And on H4, we can see that the sideways structure has finally been broken after 2 to 3 weeks of ranging period. Alright, so let us get back to the market structure. And we can see that once this structure is broken, market started to make lower highs and also lower low, right? Market is making lower highs and also lower low, which is the typical pattern or the typical behavior of a downtrend market. So the next step, we're going to highlight the nearest key level that we might have to wait for the trade to happen here. All right, do not sell at the low. Do not sell at the low of the market. All right, we always wait for market to do the pullback and go for a sell signal. And next thing, we can also use the Fibonacci to identify the potential formation of the next lower high, which is tentatively at this 61.8 or 50% area. So in other words, we're going to wait for short signal at this zone, first zone, and our second option is at when market do a deeper pullback to the previous lower high area, and from here we're going to look for a short signal. So the next pair, New Zealand dollar. So I believe that all the dollars pair, we have the same direction after the FOMC press conference, which is currently in a very strong sell direction. So on this New Zealand dollar, the same thing. We can obviously mark the downtrend trend line. All right, market is trading down and we should only look for a sell signal. And the nearest key level is actually at here. All right, so we should wait for the pullback and look for a sell signal after market retest this key level at 0.699 or 0.70. So let's have a look on the gold. So based on the daily chart, we can see that the daily chart trend line has been broken. Alright, and market did not respect to this previous key level, which is previously a strong support level that turns out to be a resistance level. But when market retest this level, we did not see some sign of rejection and market just broke down in a very strong momentum. So meaning to say that there is a very high chance for market to retest the previous low at 7100. All right, 1700. So let us go to H4. So at H4, there are two levels that we have to take note. All right, the first level is actually at here. All right, let me change to blue color. All right, we have to take note of this area and also this area. So we need to say that as long as these two areas are not broken, we should keep on selling the market until market retests the previous low at 1700. So this is my view for gold. Let's move to the yen pair. So the first pair we have is the euro yen. So euro yen on daily chart, we can see that market is no longer respecting the daily chart support zone at 132.96, right, around this level, and market just broke down in a very strong momentum. And on H4, we can see that this support zone has now turned out to be a new resistance zone, and market has formed a new lower high area. So I see that in this week we have a pretty much choices for us to choose from and just jump into a very nice trade. Just follow the trend. So on euro yen, we are going to focus after market do the pullback, and we are going to short again from this level. So on pound yen, so basically on pound yen, we have the similar structure as well. All right, so first market, after pushing up for some time, we can see that market has starting to create lower low. All right, we can see that new lows are being formed, all right, as well as the new lower high. And the second thing is that this important structure, this important SNR level has been broken. All right, resistance level that turned out to be a support level, and this level has now again been broken by a strong selling momentum. And after this level has been broken, the next thing we can see is that market forms a new lower high area, and this area was also confluence with the previous support zone at here. So as you can see, after we drag the level to the left, strong support zone that turned out to be a strong resistance zone at here. So on this week, we are going to wait for a pullback. So when market retests this zone, we will have a double top structure being formed on H4, and we can scale down to H1 time frame or even lower time frame to look for a potential sell entry. All right, so basically we are on a sell trade for this week. So let us have a look on the dollar yen. So dollar yen, last week we had a buy trade. All right, we went into the buy trade on Monday. So on daily chart, market previous high was retested, and we can see that there are some rejection here. So this is on due to Thursday FOMC news effect. We have some rejection here. So on this week, we can see that market is somehow still supported by this uptrend trend line. All right, and we have an important level to watch here. So meaning to say that we still cannot jump into a sell trade yet. All right, so the only reason that I can confirm that market has turned from an uptrend to a sell trend is that I need market to break down of this important key level or this H4 swing point level. So after this level has been broken, we have to wait again for the pullback, and from here we can only start to look for a short trade. So the last pair for this week, Euro Aussie. So on daily chart, we can see a nice breakout and retest pattern where market just break out the previous resistance zone, and now this zone has become a new support zone, and market just continue to push up following the trend. All right, so on H4 we can see that there is, before the breakout, there was some sort of ranging condition or sideways market condition before the breakout. So on this week, we can see that market has actually break the previous high. So on this week, we are just going to continue to look for a buy trade after the pullback and continue to trade along with the market direction. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this video and do share with me your thoughts in the comment below. We shall see you again on next week. Have a nice day.